It's said that the average adult visits the bathroom 6 to 8 times a day, totaling around 2,500 trips a year. If each visit takes about 2 minutes, that adds up to an entire year of your life spent in the bathroom. This everyday companion, the toilet, has a fascinating history. What did it look like in ancient times? Let's journey back to explore the curious evolution of the toilet in ancient China. In the earliest days, toilets were as basic as it gets. A big pit dug in the open air, with people squatting at the edge. Later, small shelters were built over these pits, likely to shield against the wind or prevent someone from tumbling in. Using the toilet back then was no small feat. One misstep could lead to disaster. Falling in meant injury or worse. Believe it or not, history records such a tragedy. During the spring and autumn period, Duke Jing of Qing met his end when he fell into a latrine pit and drowned. The Zhuan Chronicle of Zhua notes that he went to the toilet, fell in, and died. Some speculate he suffered a sudden illness that caused the fall, but whatever the cause, Duke Jing holds the dubious honor of being history's first, and likely only, ruler to perish in a toilet mishap. By the Han Dynasty, toilets became more practical. They were often built at the back of a courtyard, elevated on a platform with a pigsty directly below. Human waste would fall into the sty, serving as pig feed. These were called Han or pigsty toilets. The design had 3 clever advantages. First, combining the toilet and pigsty reduced pollution sources and made waste management easier. Human and animal waste were collected together for use as fertilizer. In an era before chemical fertilizers, this was a farmer's gold. Second, human waste supplemented pig feed, recycling resources. Third, the elevated structure saved space, a smart use of vertical design. Even today, pigsty toilets can still be found in parts of rural Shaanxi and Sichuan. However, there was a downside. Pigs consuming human waste could spread parasites, a health risk that gives us pause today. Ancient China also had a portable toilet device called a huzi, or tiger vessel, essentially a night pot shaped like a tiger. Why a tiger? Theories vary. Some say it was a way to mock the fierce animal, while others link it to Han Dynasty General Li Guang. According to the miscellaneous records of the Western capital, after slaying a tiger, Li Guang had its form cast in bronze as a urine vessel to show disdain. Yet, archaeological finds of huzi from the Warring States period predate Li Guang, proving the device's earlier origins. The huzi was a game-changer, sparing people the trek to an outdoor toilet at night, a sign that ancient folks, too, valued convenience. Men and women alike used them, with women's huzi featuring wider openings and a tray-like rim to prevent spills, showcasing thoughtful design. Fast forward to the Tang Dynasty, when a naming issue arose. The grandfather of Emperor Gaozu, Li Hu, had a name that clashed with the term huzi due to naming taboos. To avoid disrespect, the tiger vessel was renamed matzi, or horse vessel. Expectations for the matzi grew. It needed to hold not just urine but also solid waste. This led to a larger, bucket-shaped design, and thus, the chamber pot was born. The chamber pot became a hit among city dwellers for its small footprint, low odor, and ease of cleaning. Environmental awareness was already in play. Full chamber pots couldn't be dumped just anywhere. Special workers, known as waste collectors, gathered the contents and sold them to farmers as fertilizer, turning a profit. One Tang Dynasty man, Luo Hui, amassed a fortune through this trade, with the Chaoye Qianzai noting his immense wealth. Waste collection was, surprisingly, a lucrative gig. By the Southern Song Dynasty, the waste collection market was booming, with fierce competition leading to legal disputes over collection territories. In the Ming and Qing dynasties, Beijing's waste collectors, called manure men, transported human waste to suburban manure depots where it was dried and sold as fertilizer. Waste from different neighborhoods had varying value. Wealthier areas, with richer diets, produced premium waste with higher fertilizer potency, fetching better prices. This sparked turf wars among manure men vying for high-end districts. In the early Qing, they formalized agreements, dividing the city into exclusive manure routes, a kind of licensed monopoly that could even be bought or sold. In Shanghai, these workers earned the nickname dumping lords. The rise of flush toilets in modern times gradually phased out the manure trade. The toilet's evolution, from open pits to pigsty toilets, from tiger vessels to chamber pots, and finally to flush systems, mirrors humanity's progress. The history of the toilet isn't just about sanitation. It's a testament to our ingenuity, adaptability, and drive to improve. A humble fixture, it tells the story of civilization itself.